I just can't get you out of my head. Boy, your love is all I think about. Good day, everybody, and welcome to our predictions for WWE Crown Jewel Perth 2025. My name is Little Andrew Dingle, your reigning and defending WWE Cultaholic Predictions champion, joined by the man who invented the Fiat 500, one Mr. Sam Driver.
That's me.
That's you. How the devil are you doing, young
I'm
man?
not doing too bad, mate. You?
Yeah, I'm doing really well. I'm actually really buzzing about this card. Genuinely very, very excited. I know recently the WWE shows feel like they've just sort of put these matches together really quickly, and in some ways they have on this, but at the same time, the caliber of matches and the sort of the people in the matches, I'm dead excited for. What about you?
I think that you're right in the way that it does feel kind of like, you know, it's just, here's another big show, and it's just sort of, just get it over with.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it feels a lot more consequential than WrestlePalooza.
Oh, yeah.
So like, I'm kind of, I'm excited for it.
Good lad. Well, we'll get into the rigmarole of everything about the stream and whatnot afterwards, but we'll just jump into the predictions, shall we? Go on then. Right then, first up we have a tag team match between Asuka and Rhea Ripley versus the Kabuki Warriors. Sam, go on, tell us who you've gone for.
I've gone for Asuka and Rhea Ripley.
Oh!
Yeah, I think that there's, well, this new hyper-aggressive Asuka that we're seeing, it's not really new, but just hyper-aggressive Asuka again, is terrifying. But I think that you've got this huge chance to have a home field advantage for Rhea for one. Rhea and Io have kind of been going through the rigmarole with all of this stuff that's been happening with Kabuki Warriors.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Kairi just doesn't seem fully certain.
Oh!
So I think that maybe there's going to be some sort of hesitation.
Yeah.
There's going to be some sort of miscommunication, or there's going to be something that happens that means Rhea pins Kairi, and then after the match, it's either that Kabuki Warriors are splitting further at the seams, or Asuka might just snap.
Oh!
And then I think that you could have Asuka then go as a monster solo heel from there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like this is the hardest one to predict so far.
Right.
I say so far, we've only just got into it, but the hardest one I found to predict on this night,
You're going to say that for every point. This one's the hardest one so far.
It's the hardest one, guys, so far. No, I am actually going to go with the Kabuki Warriors.
Right, okay.
We've had this heel turn happen now, and I think sort of to solidify them as big bona fide heels, you have them win here. And oh my goodness gracious, Sam, what is better than a heel team picking up the win when Rhea Ripley comes from the Australia? The heat.
That and as well, do you think that Io will factor into it?
I think this is the thing.
Do you think that there's been a bit of mind games maybe going on with all the stuff on the Tron and, you know, apologize and yeah?
I think there's so much going on in this in terms of Io Sky and Kairi Sane, and obviously Asuka as well. Io Sky is very, very torn about everything. Kairi Sane seems very, very torn about stuff as well. So I feel like in some way that's going to play into the match that's then going to allow the Kabuki Warriors to get the sneaky advantage and then get the win. Yes, absolutely. And I think if we're sort of heading towards Survivor Series next, and maybe we see a War Games match involving these four women on bigger teams, I think having the heels win and then go into that looking even stronger might be the best thing to do.
Yeah, you're speaking a lot of sense.
Which doesn't happen very often.
Next up, we've got Roman Reigns taking on Bronson Reed in an Australian street fight match. Who you got? Who do you think's gonna pip it?
Oh, I'm excited about this one very much. The Australian name in there.
Yeah.
Are we gonna see all the things that we spoke about on pictures? Koalas, barbecues,
Men at Work LPs.
Kylie Minogue.
Bit of just Nick Cave's just there.
Oh,
for some
my
reason
goodness.
he's just there. He's just standing in the corner smoking.
You're speaking to me.
Yeah.
You're speaking to me right now. I'm gonna go for the Tsunami Man to get the win. I think Bronson Reed is finally going to get the win. Obviously, we had the match between Bronson and Roman at Clash in Paris. I love that match. I genuinely thought it was so good. I thought it was a really good way to open that card, and they gave them a lot of time, and Bronson looked really strong in it, even in defeat. But this time, I think Bronson's going to get the win. And sort of like similar to what I said about the tag team match previously, I think if we're heading towards a War Games match as well, why not just have like the Vision looking strong coming out of this, heading into a match like that? And like, Bronson Reed deserves it as well.
You just want him to have a pair of shoes again.
I mean, who doesn't want him to have a pair of shoes again?
I think that you're right. I think it's a landmark victory for Bronson Reed, and I might be quite foolish here predicting 2 Australian talents winning in Australia.
Yeah.
But I think that it's a massive, massive statement win. Now, do I think it's going to be a clean victory?
No.
Hell no.
No.
It's going to be, you know, interference left, right, and center on the part of both sides of this fight. But I think that ultimately it might be just that the Vision co-teammates, or at least Bron Breakker and Heyman, are going to somehow sway it in a way that allows Bronson to pick up the win.
Yeah.
But then he's able to then just go off like he's won it, you know? So it's one of those things where history only really remembers the big W. The details don't really matter.
Well,
so I think that he gets to just be this insufferable I beat Roman Reigns out the back of it, which is going to further the anger from Roman toward him. And at the same time, has Roman Reigns ever used like a cherry ripe to beat somebody with, or even eaten a Tim Tam? Probably not.
Probably not at this point. I think there's so many factors, as you mentioned in it as well, in terms of like, Jay on Raw was like, oh, I've got your back, don't worry about it. And Roman's like, no, you sort of focus on what you're doing. So maybe even Jay comes out and inadvertently costs Roman in some way by accident, and then that sort of furthers the tension there between Roman and Jay, and then Jay and Jimmy. Yeah, it's all kicking off, Sam, but I am one whole excited. Next up, for the WWE Women's Crown Jewel Championship ring, oh, it's lovely, we have the Raw Women's Champion Stephanie Vaquer versus the SmackDown Women's Champion in Tiffany Stratton. Who are you going for?
I have enjoyed everything on Tiffy's sort of meteoric run, her massive rise to the top, but I think the hands on the clock are just sort of moving a little bit further over toward the future, and the future's Steffi time, isn't it?
Oh, a little bit Steffi time.
I think that essentially, when you look at the arrival of Stephanie Vaquer, is probably one of the best NXT call-ups in bloody donkey's years.
Oh, yeah.
She's been massively successful so far. She's been putting on marquee matches. She saved WrestlePalooza with the help of Io Sky.
Oh.
I think that ultimately you've got these sort of chances to kind of capture lightning in a bottle, and I think the Stephanie Vaquer is like that. And I think ultimately it makes the most sense to me here, because Tiffy's already sort of done everything.
That's it, isn't it?
So I think that having Vaquer pick this up is just another feather in a cap.
Yes, I completely agree. I think Stephanie Vaquer is going to win this. At least I really do hope she does, because Tiffany Stratton, for the 9 months she's been champion, has pretty much just done it all.
Yeah.
She's been on top of that women's division on that brand and has looked phenomenal in doing so as well. Stephanie Vaquer only just becoming world champion on Raw, and I think to solidify that a little tiny bit more, give her the definitive win here. Whether it is, now I don't know if Julia gets involved. Somehow.
Julia could get involved, potentially. We've seen Julia obviously attacking Tiffany from behind. It could just be to further that. Like yesterday in pitches, I pitched that maybe Julia gets involved without Vaquer realizing, so that it sort of taints her victory without her knowing. But I think ultimately she needs to pick up the win regardless.
I completely agree. Steffi time.
Steffi
time.
Next up, we've got John Cena versus AJ Styles for the last time ever. Andrew, who you got and why?
I've gone for Wabadoo. I've gone for the big Wabadoo, man. I think John Cena, after that drubbing that he took at WrestlePalooza, my goodness gracious me, I think he needs to start picking up some wins before we get towards that final match he's going to have. Obviously, we've heard the rumors and stuff. There's going to be some kind of tournament, perhaps, to
crown the final opponent. Yeah.
And I think if you're going to do a tournament to go against John Cena, granted it's John Cena, but you want John Cena to be on sort of top of his game going into that to make it feel more of a big deal, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean, it is already a big deal, but you know what I
Join
mean.
the tournament to beat the dead horse. Look, you can't win matches anymore. You get a symbolic victory over him. He's going to Jeff Jarrett. He's going to just lie down, foot on chest. 1, 2, 3. You beat Cena. You retired him.
Oh, and what fun that would also be. But I think going into it, John's going to be on top. Big old Super Cena. And I think I think, yeah, ultimately, I think John's going to be the one that comes out on top. I know we're sort of like obviously we're closer to the closing moments of John's career than we are of AJ. AJ has sort of said that 2026 might be the time I'm hanging up the boots, but we're not quite in that. We're not quite there yet.
No,
so
we've still got some time to go.
I think that's it. I think AJ can afford a loss here. Cena then going on, maybe doing with what little dates he has left. I'd love to see him do something with Dom and the IC Championship, maybe leading into that tournament. But I'm so excited to see what they do, because when these two are together, they always just want to push what they think they can do. Those series of matches that we got like almost a decade ago at this point were phenomenal. It brought out the best in both of those guys. And I know it might be wishful thinking to think that they can sort of be on that level 10 years later, but I think regardless, what they can do now and what they will do on that night is going to be special.
I'm in full agreement with you. I think that ultimately this is largely, like, now that's what I call the definitive end to a nice little back and forth feud that happened like 10 years ago. Volume 58.
I was going to say, that fits nicely on a CD cover.
But I think that it's largely just going to be a pit stop of massive moments from that really big trilogy of matches they had. I think having all those big boundary pushing moments again, or maybe them pushing the boundary further still in this final match would be great. And I agree, Cena needs to look strong heading into this. If there is indeed going to be a tournament, Styles doesn't necessarily need the win.
No.
And I think that we can kind of just have a nice little kind of coda on that stuff.
I'm excited. And finally, for the WWE Men's Crown Jewel Championship ring. Oh, it's a lovely ring. We have Cody Rhodes, the WWE Champion, up against the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Seth freaking Rollins. Sam, who are you going to go for in this one?
I might have worked myself into a shoot here.
Oh, shooty.
Well, yesterday I pitched the idea that I want Seth to kind of realize that he's got to go to some pretty extreme places if he wants to keep all these people on board. So I think Seth's going to win here, but I think it's going to come in a very, very underhanded, very, very brutal, very disquieting manner. And I think that it's going to be him kind of proving that he does have the balls, he does have what it takes, he can lead the group, he can be the locker room leader, he can command Heyman's respect. But I think it's going to come at the cost of like his humanity. So I think that he's going to brutalize Cody here.
Yeah.
And I think from there, like, I think they're going to have a great back and forth, but I think largely the story will be Seth not quite being able to get it done.
Yes.
And then he has to resort to something horrible, and then by resorting to something horrible, he gets it done.
I think that's it. I'm in total agreement with you. I think Seth Rollins coming out of this is the one that will benefit from a win the most. Obviously, Cody already 3 up on Seth Rollins.
He doesn't need another one.
He doesn't need another one. And I think
that's 9 finishes that.
That's
9 while holding the 4. That's 9 whole finishes that. Because Cody always has to hit his 3 times.
Well, no, exactly. But I think as well, you're right, there's such a tantalizing story. I think they've done a great job, right? These Crown Jewel rings, they give me, come on. They've built a really good story in this one. And for the longest time, the Crown Jewel premium live events or the pay-per-views never felt like canon. They felt really throwaway. I think they've done a really good job in building a compelling story around this match in particular. And yeah, I think coming out of it, Seth should get the win, but I think there should still be that sort of cloud of judgment and cloud of doubt over his head, because maybe the Brons come out and very much help Seth get the win, so then he can't really do it on his own.
That's it. And if you can't get it done on your own, then it's furthering the situation that you're going to lose control of these people.
Which I'm so excited about.
But if he's conditioning these people to be horrible and he loses control of them, then he's doomed.
That's it.
And that's like so. Man.
There's so many possibilities coming out of this, and I'm genuinely really buzzing to see which way they go with it. I think just to further Bronson and Bron Breakker as actual full-on, like the future. That's the whole thing. The vision, the future of the company, and to further that even more. Oh, I'm so excited. What does Cody do? Do we see Randy Orton get involved in this match at all?
I think so, but he might come down and try and even the odds, and it might end up proving costly.
Which could also happen. And then again, that furthers more doubt in Seth's old mind. Oh my goodness gracious me. I'm super buzzing for it. But yeah, I'm going to go for Seth freaking Rollins. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us for our WWE Crown Jewel Perth 2025 predictions video. We will be doing the live stream, youtube.com/cultaholic/live.
I believe from 11 a.m.
Yes.
So
yes.
I think it's 11 a.m. UK time, British summertime. We will be on YouTube, but the room should be live. If you go check that out now, it should be there. So
it will be there. It is there. I did it yesterday.
Oh,
it's already there.
Yeah.
There you go. You can go join, click the thing, tell you when we're going live. But yes, youtube.com/cultaholic/live. Also, you got all the fun of the fair. You got the podcast. You got WTF moments. You got what happened after the show as well. My goodness gracious.
WTF moments over on our Patreon. We go to patreon.com/cultaholic. There's just going to be plenty of content around the weekend, so do keep your eyes peeled.
Please do. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you there in the land down under. Off week, I was going to jump off frame like a kangaroo.
Go on then.
Bye.